After the big loss for the BJP in the Lok Sabha elections in Uttar Pradesh, the state BJP unit is experiencing some internal turbulence. Before by-polls, 10 seats are going to polls very soon. That, of course, will serve as a crucial litmus test. 10 assembly seats have fallen vacant. In 2022, 5 of these 10 seats were won by the Samajwadi Party, while the RLD, which was in alliance with the SP at that time, it managed to secure 1 seat. The BJP, on the other hand, secured 3, and 1 seat was won by their ally, the Nishad Party. According to top BJP sources, Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Prasad Maurya has skipped several cabinet meetings chaired by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath just in the last month since the Lok Sabha election verdict. In a meeting this morning in Lucknow, in fact, we were told that Keshav Prasad Maurya has stressed on the importance of the organization over the government, the Sangathan over the Sarkar, supported by an NDA ally, Sanjay Nishad, who's a minister in the Yogi cabinet, who's also come out and said that the reason why the BJP lost the Lok Sabha elections in UP was because of the bulldozer politics. Amidst all of this, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has formed a special 30 team, 3 members for each of the 10 upcoming assembly by-polls, the assembly segments that are going to by-polls. The Deputy Chief Ministers, both of them interestingly, Keshav Prasad Maurya and Brijesh Pathak, are not part of this Super 30 team, the Special 30 team. The central BJP leadership has been urging for greater focus on these by-polls and an end to any kind of disputes that are coming out into the public domain. Party President JP Nadda recently met with both KP Maurya as well as the UP BJP President Bhupendra Chaudhary. In fact, Bhupendra Chaudhary also today met with the Prime Minister, and then after that the Prime Minister had a separate meeting with the Home Minister. The consensus analysis seems to be that the Lok Sabha losses for the BJP were A, the lethargy of party workers, and the negative actions by the administration, which they say led to a reduction of the BJP's vote. In fact, the UP BJP president has also offered to step down, taking moral responsibility for the defeat in the Lok Sabha elections. The question is, was this power tussle responsible for the BJP's losses in Uttar Pradesh, and does it remain an obstacle now as UP gears up not just for those assembly by-elections in the next few weeks, but also the crucial assembly elections itself, which are due in 2027?
ये सरकार जो आपस में लड़ रही है, इनके फैसले भी जल्दीबाजी के हैं। सरकार में ये कमज़ोर पड़े हैं, इसलिए इन्होंने ध्वस्तीकरण का अपना फैसला टाला है।
बीजेपी के अंदर रिजेंटमेंट तो है, इसमें तो कोई कहने की बात नहीं। यूपी का हर आदमी इसको महसूस कर रहा है।
All right. Was internal disputes the reason for the BJP's losses in Uttar Pradesh, and how are they planning to fix this now? Anila Singh is spokesperson of the BJP and Ghanshyam Tiwari is spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, both of them joining us now. Anila ji, UP mein kya ho raha hai? The Deputy Chief Minister is camped out here in Delhi. He's meeting all people. UP BJP Chief is here in Delhi, met with Prime Minister, Home Minister are having separate meetings. और वहाँ लखनऊ में द चीफ मिनिस्टर इज हैविंग मीटिंग्स, फॉर्मिंग स्पेशल टीम्स फॉर द बाईपोल्स, जिनमें तो डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर्स तो हैं ही नहीं. तो व्हाट इज गोइंग ऑन?
My Ram to all. And if you talk about Bharatiya Janata Party's organization or Bharatiya Janata Party's government in Uttar Pradesh, then definitely there are several issues after the Lok Sabha elections on which the party and the party organization and the government ministers, chief ministers, deputy chief ministers, everybody is pondering. Because we are one party that, like for us, the greatest glory is not in never falling, but rising every time we fall. This is the speciality of Bharatiya Janata Party. So if the deputy chief minister, he comes and meets the Mr. Nadda, or he meets Prime Minister, or he meets Amit Shah ji. Same goes with Bhupendra Chaudhary ji, who is the president of UP BJP. I think it is all part and parcel of empowering our organization and empowering the government as well, and winning future elections, by-polls as well as 27 elections, and in the future as well. So we should see it from that prism only.
But Anila ji, why is the Chief Minister then not part of those meetings?
See, you cannot say that Deputy Chief Ministers, if You're talking about the deputy chief minister, isn't it?
No, I'm saying the deputy chief ministers are coming to Delhi. They are meeting your leadership. UP BJP chief is coming to Delhi, meeting the leadership. But chief minister तो नहीं आ रहे.
नहीं, आपको लगता है कि क्या मुख्यमंत्री को कहीं ना कहीं दरकिनार किया जा रहा है? हम अच्छी तरीके से जानते हैं कि 2017 since 2017, since Bharatiya Janata Party has formed the government in Uttar Pradesh, since Yogi Adityanath ji, a Bhagwadhari who has become the chief minister of Uttar Pradesh, this conspiracy is going on. Every 6 months you will hear, अरे कुछ गड़बड़ है, संगठन और मुख्यमंत्री में गड़बड़ है, अरे मुख्यमंत्री और उप मुख्यमंत्री में गड़बड़ है, अरे मुख्यमंत्री और गृह मंत्री, केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री, उनमें गड़बड़ है, अब हटाया जाएगा, तब हटाया जाएगा. Like 2022, he came back with thumping majority. People love him. And if I talk about Yogi Adityanath ji की सीमाएं उत्तर प्रदेश में सीमित नहीं है. He is a very, very popular face in this country, as well as beyond India. I'll say, you go outside anywhere, people talk about Modi and Yogi.
So let me ask Ghanshyam Tiwari this. I mean, Anila Singh has captured that quite aptly, that at the end of the day for the BJP, it's not going to be an easy decision if at all they come to the conclusion that Yogi Adityanath needs to be changed, because in this country today, and we've seen this electoral vote bank politics, as far as the BJP is concerned, in terms of vote catching ability, after Modi, it is Yogi. There's just no two ways around it.
Vivin Zaka, to you, my fellow co-panelists and the viewers, there are two things. One, that whether Yogi Adityanath ji will be changed or not, there are two people who can decide. One is people of Uttar Pradesh. They have given a thumping verdict that the agenda of disharmony, hate, fear, atrocity that BJP under Yogi Adityanath has become known for in Uttar Pradesh is over. There are all reports that are suggesting that the chemistry is failed. And it is the people of Uttar Pradesh who are suffering, with more than 20 districts facing floods. Both the chief minister and the prime minister, this double engine, failed double engine, is not responding to the need of students, need of unemployed youth, ways by which one must fight poverty and fight inflation. These are principal issues that people of Uttar Pradesh face. And in this internal chaos of Bharatiya Janata Party, where the administrative officers do not know who should they report to. Should they report to Lucknow? Should they report to Delhi? The chief minister himself has not come out as an able administrator. His agenda to run by fear is over due to this verdict. And with that, his prime armor gone, they don't know what to turn to govern Uttar Pradesh.
Okay.
The failure in governance will put further pressure on BJP to exit out Adityanath.
So, Anila ji, whoever is asked, और आपके internal reports भी हुए हैं, कुछ लोग publicly आके बोल रहे हैं. In fact, Sanjay Nishad, one of your allies, came out and publicly said कि bulldozer ने हराया हमको. So everyone is saying कि the reasons for why in UP BJP did badly is because of administration तो MLAs या MPs की सुनते नहीं हैं. वो सारे instructions, directions CMO से आते हैं. CM और deputy CM के बीच में तनाव हैं. So everything seems to be pointing in the direction of the chief minister, at least publicly and privately. The blame seems to be put at his door. Whether or not you agree with that, whether or not people of UP have a different opinion, that's a different thing. But it seems internally that सारे जो blame है उनके ऊपर डाला जा रहा है. So ultimately the buck stops with him, na?
See, if opposition wants to do the analysis that why Bharatiya Janata Party didn't do so well in 2024 elections, so let them do that. But it is the job of Bharatiya Janata Party to analyze and to come to the conclusion what were the reasons. I'm not the right person to comment on that, though even I know what were the reasons. And it is so easy to point out the Sarkari Tantra, the administrative machinery of anywhere, to point out finger, अरे ये अधिकारी, ये पुलिस, ये जो प्रशासन जो है ना, ये बिल्कुल काम नहीं करता. It is very easy to point fingers towards them because they are like a scapegoat. The thing is, if they want to target Yogi Adityanath ji, if they want to target Modi ji, Amit Shah ji, Bharatiya Janata Party's government in Uttar Pradesh, then be bold enough to come in front and talk face to face, eyes to eyes. Stop blaming the administrative machinery.
नहीं, ये ऑपोजिशन वाले कम बोल रहे हैं, आपके खुद के लोग बोल रहे हैं ज्यादा.
नहीं, अगर उनको परेशानी हो रही है तो उनको आपको ये समझना चाहिए ना, अगर उन्होंने बोला है तो उनको ये आजादी है ना. अच्छा. हमारे यहाँ जुबान है तो आवाज सुनाई देगी. जिन पार्टियों में कार्यकर्ताओं के मुंह पर, एमएलए एमपीज के मुंह पर ताले लगाए हुए हैं कि ताला खुलेगा, जबान निकलेगी तो खींच ली जाएगी. डू यू थिंक दे विल एवर डेयर to speak a word?
तो घनश्याम,
against
there
the
is
system?
in
Of
inner
course not.
party democracy, जुबान है सबके बीजेपी में, लेकिन आपके जैसे पार्टी जो फैमिली रन पार्टी है, वन मैन पार्टी है, आप लोगों के पास जुबान नहीं है. घनश्याम.
Zaka, in the 2024 debacle of BJP, out of 435 candidates that they put, more than 106 candidates came from other parties. Of that, 90 candidates who switched parties to BJP in the last 5 years. If you construct a party, as I said, built on fear, built on backstabbing their own parties, then this will come down crashing when the fear is gone. Today, the fear of Modi is gone from Adityanath. The fear of Adityanath is gone from administration, from leaders of BJP, from their MLAs. So you see a chaos when the two people that ran their organizations with fear are not able to use fear to run the organization. And then the focus comes on administration. Today in this government, Keshav Prasad Maurya does not have a capability, credential of administering the state. Adityanath ji himself depends only on bureaucrats. He has no first-hand capability of administrating the state. There is no one else who can solve the problems with respect to the issues in education, employment, the infrastructure with crashing roads, crashing airports, with floods. So when people look at this situation and they look at the continuous criticism that BJP leaders are mounting against one another, they turn to Samajwadi Party. They see Akhilesh Yadav ji as a leader who's continuously pointing fingers on what the administration must do to help people. So on one end, there is a Yogi Adityanath administration, which is itself helpless and is leaving people helpless. On the other hand, we as an opposition are focusing on raising the issues of the people. And in this, the BJP government is weakened.
Anila ji, so it's not just the internal problems of the BJP, administration is also not coming up to mark. That's what Ghanshyam and the Samajwadi Party are saying. That jo cheez aap mashhoor the, that you were known for administration, tough law and order, sab cheezein jo hai, which you are flaunting. That people are coming back and saying कि इसकी क्या ज़रूरत है या इसकी क्या ये है, because at the end of the day, if you don't have jobs, if you don't have money to buy vegetables and put food on the table, तो law and order से क्या करेंगे आप?
नहीं, Zaka, you are such a senior and such an intelligent journalist. You know it very well. The latest figures given by the RBI, which says and which claims, with the facts and figures, that the amount of job which has been created, which has been given last year, it is there. It is there. And anybody can check it out. Secondly, if somebody says, okay, for everything, central government is responsible, then what about the state governments? If I talk about my state, Uttar Pradesh, we know it very well, the type of development, the type of trust which is being given to the industrial sector so that the employment can be generated, that is too good, I'll say. And I have got facts and figures, that is why I am claiming that. But the reality is, जो पास भी नहीं हुए हैं, वो आज हमें सबक सिखा रहे हैं. आप 14 में हारे, आप 17 में हारे, आप 22 में हारे. हाँ, आप 24 में भी केंद्र की सरकार में नहीं आए हैं. और आप हमें सबक सिखा रहे हैं कि किस प्रकार से सरकार को चलाना चाहिए. अरे छोड़ दीजिए, योगी आदित्यनाथ जी अच्छी सरकार चला रहे हैं. एंड टफ लॉ एंड ऑर्डर इज रिक्वायर्ड इन उत्तर प्रदेश. नहीं तो मैं अभी आपको हाल फिलहाल का एक उदाहरण दे देती हूँ. आई विल गिव यू एन एग्जांपल, द लेटेस्ट एग्जांपल. दे आर वेरी बोल्ड, दे आर वेरी हैप्पी एंड दे आर ऑल गागा कि अरे हमने इतनी. आपने उत्तर प्रदेश के कुछ शहरों में आवाज सुनी, प्रयागराज में, कानपुर में. हिंदुस्तान में रहना है तो अल्लाहू अकबर कहना है. तौकीर रजा, हु इज डार्लिंग ऑफ समाजवादी पार्टी एंड कांग्रेस पार्टी, ओपनली जो है वो धर्म परिवर्तन की बात कर रहे हैं. कैसे, कहां से हिम्मत आ रही है? सो वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड एवरीथिंग दैट वेदर वी टॉक अबाउट सच पीपल हु सेज कि हिंदुस्तान में रहना है, अल्लाहू अकबर कहना है, तो इनको सपोर्ट सिस्टम कहां से आ रहा है? ठीक है, यहाँ पर टफ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन था, है और रहेगा. ये योगी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है, ये योगी का मॉडल.
You are giving oxygen to people like Tokir Raza. He is openly calling for conversion. in an open public ground. You also spread disinformation. अब बीजेपी आ जाएगी 400 पार कर देगी तो फिर संविधान बदल देंगे. None of that happened.
The 2024 verdict clearly says people want to see a government performing as per constitution, to safeguard harmony, to ensure that prosperity happens. This is the abject failure of BJP. And the problem of BJP is that on one end, they have run the administration so far with fear, highest number of custodial deaths, the bulldozer justice system, the complete diktats that run where the journalists are put behind bars. On the other end, they are run by sheer greed that we have to have power no matter what. Fracturing governments, buying MLAs, as I gave the number of people who joined BJP and contested. The fear and greed model of BJP is not working. It is not working for Modi. It is not working for Yogi. The problem that is arising, with the reason Keshav Prasad Maurya is making a clarion call against Yogi, or other leaders are speaking against Yogi or Modi, is because that greed is also running past them. That in 2027 they are not sure whether they will be able to form the government in Uttar Pradesh. They feel that it's already a lost case. And at the central level, they believe that if Uttar Pradesh is a lost case in 2027, they are permanently a lost case at a national level.
Okay.
So the greed of power is getting fractured in the spectacle that is visible, that they are going to lose UP and thereby the national election.
If 2024 has taught us anything, is not to get ahead of the Indian voter. The Indian voter samajhdar hai. He or she decides who is best for them. We learned that lesson in 2024, so let's not get ahead of ourselves for 2027 or 2029. Thank you very much, Anila ji, and to Ghanshyam Tiwari for joining us with that. It's clear that there is a churning that's happening in Uttar Pradesh. What that might actually result in, people are talking about a cabinet expansion of the Yogi administration. They're talking about change in the UP state apparatus of the BJP, changing the UP BJP chief, etc., etc. Ultimately, what it results in and whether or not that changes the fortunes of the BJP in the largest state in the country, we'll have to wait and see.